Hi everyone, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I will update you every day for the NBA standings, game results and NBA schedule for 2025 to 2026 regular season. Let's go! For the NBA standings in Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons still dominates the first spot with the standing of 20 wins and 5 losses. The second spot is the New York Knicks with 18 wins and 7 losses. The third spot is the Boston Celtics with 15 wins and 10 losses. The fourth spot is the Orlando Magic with 15 wins and 11 losses. The fifth spot is the Toronto Raptors with 15 wins and 11 losses. The sixth spot is the Miami Heat with 14 wins and 11 losses. The seventh spot is the Philadelphia 76ers with 14 wins and 11 losses. The eighth spot is the Cleveland Cavaliers with 15 wins and 12 losses. The ninth spot is the Atlanta Hawks with 15 wins and 12 losses. The 10th spot is the Milwaukee Bucks with 11 wins and 16 losses. The 11th spot is the Chicago Bulls with 10 wins and 15 losses. The 12th spot is the Charlotte Hornets with 8 wins and 18 losses. The 13th spot is the Brooklyn Nets with 7 wins and 18 losses. The 14th spot is the Indiana Pacers with 6 wins and 20 losses. And for the 15th spot is the Washington Wizards with 4 wins and 20 losses. And for the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder still dominates the first spot with the standing of 24 wins and 2 losses. The second spot is the Denver Nuggets with 18 wins and 6 losses. The third spot is the Houston Rockets with 16 wins and 6 losses. The fourth spot is the Los Angeles Lakers with 18 wins and 7 losses. The fifth spot is the San Antonio Spurs with 18 wins and 7 losses. The sixth spot is the Minnesota Timberwolves with 17 wins and 9 losses. The seventh spot is the Phoenix Suns with 14 wins and 12 losses. The eighth spot is the Golden State Warriors with 13 wins and 14 losses. The ninth spot is the Memphis Grizzlies with 11 wins and 14 losses. The 10th spot is the Dallas Mavericks with 10 wins and 16 losses. The 11th spot is the Portland Trail Blazers with 10 wins and 16 losses. The 12th spot is the Utah Jazz with 9 wins and 15 losses. The 13th spot is the Los Angeles Clippers with 6 wins and 19 losses. The 14th spot is the Sacramento Kings with 6 wins and 20 losses. And for the 15th spot is the New Orleans Pelicans with 5 wins and 22 losses. And here are the today's game results. For the first game, the Washington Wizards beat the Indiana Pacers with the score of 108-89. And here are the box score for Washington Wizards. Marvin Bagley III leading the game with a double-double performance of 23 points, 1 assist and 14 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is CJ McCollum with 18 points, 2 assists and 6 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Washington Wizards is Trey Johnson with 14 points, 2 assists and 2 boards. And here are the box score for Indiana Pacers. Benedict Mathurin leading the game with 15 points, 2 assists and 4 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jay Huff with 13 points and 4 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Indiana Pacers is Jarace Walker with 12 points and 3 boards. For the second game, the Charlotte Hornets beat the Cleveland Cavaliers with the score of 119-111. And here are the box score for Charlotte Hornets. Con Newpel leading the game with 29 points, 4 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Miles Bridges with a double-double performance of 20 points, 6 assists and 10 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Charlotte Hornets is Brandon Miller with double-double performance of 25 points, 6 assists and 13 boards. And here are the box score for Cleveland Cavaliers. Darius Garland leading the game with 26 points, 9 assists and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Donovan Mitchell with 17 points, 7 assists and 2 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Cleveland Cavaliers is Jalen Tyson with a double-double performance of 13 points, single assist and 13 boards. For the third game, the Atlanta Hawks beat the Philadelphia 76ers with the score of 120-117. And here are the box score for Atlanta Hawks. Dyson Daniels leading the game with a double-double performance of 27 points, 4 assists and 10 boards. followed by the second leading scorer, which is Onyeka Okongwu with a double-double performance of 20 points, 4 assists and 15 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Atlanta Hawks is Jalen Johnson with a triple-double performance of 12 points, 12 assists and 10 boards. And here are the box score for Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George leading the game with 35 points, 4 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is VJ Edgecombe with 26 points, 2 assists and 6 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Philadelphia 76ers is Joel Embiid with a double-double performance of 22 points, single assist and 14 boards. For the fourth game, the Brooklyn Nets beat the Milwaukee Bucks with the score of 127-82. And here are the box score for Brooklyn Nets. Igor Demon leading the game with 17 points, 3 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Noah Clowney with 16 points, 2 assists and 3 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Brooklyn Nets is Tyrese Martin with 14 points, 2 assists and single board. And here are the box score for Milwaukee Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. leading the game with 20 points and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Kyle Kuzma with 13 points, 3 assists and 7 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Milwaukee Bucks is Ryan Collins with 11 points, 5 assists and 2 boards. For the fifth game, the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Sacramento Kings with the score of 117-103. And here are the box score for Minnesota Timberwolves. Julius Randle leading the game with a double-double performance of 24 points, 3 assists and 10 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jaden McDaniels with 21 points, 2 assists and 4 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves is Naz Reid with a double-double performance of 20 points, 3 assists and 11 boards. And here are the box score for Sacramento Kings. Dennis Schroeder leading the game with 17 points, 3 assists and single board. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is DeMar DeRozan with 17 points, 3 assists and 4 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Sacramento Kings is Precious Achiuwa with 17 points and 6 boards. For the sixth game, the New Orleans Pelicans beat the Chicago Bulls with the score of 114-104. And here are the box score for New Orleans Pelicans. Trey Murphy the third leading the game with a double-double performance of 20 points, 2 assists and 10 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jeremiah Fears with 20 points, 3 assists and 2 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the New Orleans Pelicans is Zion Williamson with 18 points, 2 assists and 6 boards. And here are the box score for Chicago Bulls. Kobe White leading the game with 20 points, 5 assists and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Kevin Huerter with 16 points and 3 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Chicago Bulls is Nikola Vucevic with 12 points, 4 assists and 8 boards. For the seventh game, the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Phoenix Suns with the score of 116-114. And here are the box score for Los Angeles Lakers. Luka Doncic leading the game with 29 points, 6 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is LeBron James with 26 points, 4 assists and 3 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers is DeAndre Ayton with a double-double performance of 20 points and 13 boards. And here are the box score for Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker leading the game with 27 points, 7 assists and 6 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Mark Williams with 20 points, single assist and 6 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Phoenix Suns is Dillon Brooks with 18 points and single board. For the last and eighth game, the Portland Trail Blazers beat the Golden State Warriors with the score of 136-131. And here are the box score for Portland Trail Blazers. Jeremy Grant leading the game with 35 points, 2 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Shaedon Sharpe with 35 points, 4 assists and 3 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Portland Trail Blazers is Denny Avdija with 26 points, 8 assists and 7 boards. And here are the box score for Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry leading the game with 48 points, 2 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jimmy Butler with 16 points, 4 assists and 7 boards. And for the third leading scorer for the Golden State Warriors is Draymond Green with 14 points, 7 assists and 8 boards. For the last portion, here are the 5 games scheduled for tomorrow, December 16, 2025 at Tuesday morning, Philippine time. For the first game at 8 a.m., it's Celtics against the Pistons. For the second game at 8:30 a.m., it's Heat against the Raptors. For the third game at 10 a.m., it's Jazz against the Mavericks. For the fourth game at 10:30 a.m., it's Nuggets against the Rockets. For the fifth game at 11:30 a.m., it's Clippers against the Grizzlies. Thanks for watching.